guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, hey girl, my name is Zoe. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Today's video, we are covering this topic that I have been, honestly, I've been excited. Like, there's no reason why I should be embarrassed or anything like that. If you guys want to see how I achieve this everyday look, this is what I do pretty much every day. Yeah, super simple. Everything will be listed down below. But if you want to see how I achieve this look and want to hear a good old juicy story time, then just keep on watching. So if you guys did not see part 1, please go over and watch part 1. But if you guys don't want to, fine, I will cut you guys up. This is just a little bit of alcohol and taking off the product from my skincare routine. Okay, boom. So let me catch you guys up. So I have been looking for a new job. I work part-time right now and I don't make, I make more than minimum wage, but it's not like that much money. So I was looking for a full-time position where I can make more money because I have a goal. Finally find a job that I feel like, ooh, this might be a really good job, and I feel like it would be easy for me to get because I'm already working somewhat like in the field already. And honestly, I'm just looking and applying to like anything that I feel like I could pretty much do, because right now I'm not thinking about, am I gonna be happy here? It's just, I need more money. So whatever job is gonna give me more money, I'm gonna take it. That's not good. Okay, let me just tell you guys right now, that's not good. Going forward, the job reaches out and like, I'm gonna tell you guys everything because you guys need to know like the extent that these people went for the hiring process. Like, even the hiring process, you guys, was a lot and a lot of steps, and just continue listening. So job hit me back up and was like, hey, can you send over a cover letter? So I'm like, okay, cool. I get home from work, type up a cute little cover letter, send that off, boom. So then after that, they hit me up and they're like, oh, do you have time to talk? And I was like, yeah, I'm actually at work, but I can call you after work or whatever. So one day they call me after work and I'm chit-chatting with the doctor. He's just basically telling me about the job a little bit and like asking me some questions. But the way that he's talking is he's trying to be intimidating. Like, he's trying to intimidate me and is like, oh, like, we see this many patients, and if you can't be held accountable, then this isn't the job for you, and blah blah blah, like just saying all this hoopla, right? Which for me, like, I'm not gonna take a job too serious. Like, when it comes to working for somebody else or like a front office position, y'all, you literally get trained, you learn it, you do the job. Like, what is there to be intimidated about, right? Seriously, like, what is it to be intimidated about to greet somebody and have them check in and, get them started on something? Or if somebody doesn't pay their bill, there's nothing to give them a call and say, hey, you missed your last payment, I guess there are some people like that can't do that, but for me, it's really simple. And plus, like, I just need a job, not to really think about, but just a job that will like allow me to just do my job so that I can come back home and do what I really want to do, which is this. Hi. It's a fun fact, you guys. If a job ever asks, do you have any questions for me or blah blah, at the end of like the little interview, when they ask, do you have any questions, always ask a question, think of a question. It just makes you stand out. So, but this was over the phone, and I was like, yeah, and I asked him like what their ideal candidate looks like, and that's when he goes on to say what his ideal candidate looks like, and was trying to make it sound intimidating. But the thing is you're not gonna intimidate me. I'm a child of God. There is no intimidating, right? So I was like, oh, well, you know, that's great that you have standards, and I actually appreciate a business that has standards, and, you know, I'm looking forward to talking to you a little bit more and blah, blah, blah. So I guess he liked what I said, and he wanted me to come in for a work interview. Now, I don't know why it's called work interview, because did you pay me to come in and look around? No, you didn't. So anyways, I came in, got all dressed up, looked all cute, and I stayed there seeing, you know, just looking and seeing how everything flows, blah, blah, blah. Let me finish my eyebrows so that we can move on.
It before I go. If you ain't nasty, don't at me.
Process, you guys, took about, I want to say close to a month and a half to 2 months just to get actually hired on. Like, it was a lot. So I talked to him on the phone. He wanted me to come in for the little working interview. I did the working interview. After that, a little bit later on, he wanted me to come back in again a couple weeks, like 3 weeks later, to interview, to have like a proper interview with him and his wife, which they work together. And then after that, y'all, they wanted me to connect with this other lady, like a contractor lady or whatever. And after I connected with her, I guess she fell in love with me, and I got hired on like a couple days after that. So, but the full process took about almost 2 months, if not 2 months. So I'm like, okay, cool. Get the job on like a Friday, Saturday, like on a Saturday, right? And then that same Saturday, they asked, hey, if we get you a ticket and everything, like, would you be interested in, you know, going to the seminar? And I'm thinking like, oh, and it's in Orlando. Okay, so I'm like, Florida? Yeah, I want to go to Florida. Like, why not? At the seminar. Now this is where it gets crazy. So mind you, it takes me 2 months to get hired on. Then they hire me on a Saturday. On that same Saturday, they asked me, do I want to go to Florida? I work Monday through Wednesday, and that Thursday I am off to the airport to leave with these people. Do you see how fast that is? Super duper fast, right? Okay, let's go. Touchdown in Florida. It's cool, it's beautiful, never been to Florida. I was like, oh my gosh, this is great, you know? Also pack you guys with me, and that's when that comes to the previous video. So please watch it, please watch it. You guys can see my excitement, my naiveness, like just everything you guys will see in that video. Like that's a very, the video just kind of sees like how my mindset truly is going into it. First day we get there, which is Thursday morning, we touch down at 9 p.m. We already get a text message saying, hey, your guys' rooms are already ready. Don't even worry about it. Once you come, it's going to be a smooth, cute little transition, blah, blah, blah. So we're like, okay, cool. So I am going with one of the other doctors that is there, and then my other coworker who's going to be teaching me everything. So that's who I'm flying with. The other husband and wife, who are both doctors, they are already there. We get there, a bumpy ride, but we're there. And then, so we touch down at 9 p.m., right? So they said that everything was checked in, like they checked us in for our hotels. Everything's gonna be fine. We get there, it's not fine. Our hotel is not ready. Now, let me paint this picture. Wednesday at 10:30 p.m., we get on the plane. We go from Sacramento to Charlotte, North Carolina. Then we have a little layover, and then from North Carolina to Orlando, Florida. We're exhausted. Did I mention bumpy ride? Yes, we're on a plane, bumpy ride. I'm exhausted. My coworker is exhausted. Like, we're all exhausted. And then we touch down at 9 a.m. and our hotel isn't ready. Whatever. I'm just happy to be there, happy to be alive. Who am I to complain? I'm new. So boom, we have to make ourselves busy until the room is ready. The lady said that the room is not going to be ready until 1 p.m. and they can't promise that, but if not 3 p.m. for sure. Now mind you, our first little seminar class begins Thursday at 2 p.m. and for it to be Florida, it was giving shivering. It was giving Antarctica. It was giving very much so cold, okay? So, anybody that knows me, I absolutely hate the cold. Like, I cannot stand the cold. So anyways, we're there from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., okay? The room is ready at 1 p.m. We're exhausted. I've been hot and cold off and on, and then my coworker just tells me she's sick. She's not feeling good. She's sick. They still made her come. She had to work 9+ hours and then get on a plane and go. So she's exhausted. She's tired. She's not feeling it. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I understand, whatever. I'm tired too. So by the time we get into our hotel, we get filled in, take showers, it's basically 2 o'clock already. So we let them know, hey, it's not ready, we're exhausted, we're tired, we're actually gonna take a little nappy nap and we won't be attending the 2 to 5 seminar, the very first one, which is optional. It's optional, you guys. Like, a lot of people didn't go to that thing. Keep in mind, they didn't seem mad or anything at all, and they're like, okay, we'll meet us after the seminar for social. So we literally go to bed from 2 to 4, okay? It's literally like 4:20 and they wake us up and it was like, hey, come down, get ready, make sure that you're down here in like 20 minutes. So we're like already irritated because we're just like, bro, we only have 2 hours of sleep, but whatever. Go there and literally talks to us for a whooping 10-15 minutes just going over the seminar, what classes that he wants us to go to. Now, I'm not understanding, I took another shower to get up, put on my makeup, put on an outfit, thinking that we had a lot of stuff to do. He talked to us for 10 minutes and then was like, yeah, that was it. Like, what do you guys want to do? Are you guys gonna go to social? So we're like, So anyways, the first night, go to social, get some food. That's the first night. Second day, this is a full day. This is when all hell breaks loose. We go to a seminar, we're there early, we're kind of just making up for the previous day. Then all of a sudden, the girl doctor is like, hey, I want to talk to you, you know, yourself, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, boom. I'm not really thinking anything into it because it's like, we just got there. And then she goes on kind of talking a little mess about my coworker and kind of giving me like information about her, which I already knew about because we were talking, but she didn't know that I knew. So it's the fact that, why are you telling me this girl's business? That was already a red flag for me. On top of everything, you guys, I am at a seminar with about 500 to 700 people. And there's only about 7, including me, people that look like me. All of the other people. So I'm already like, okay, cool. And the thing that stuck out to me the most is that she said that she had signed the girl up for camp. And camp, you guys, is like a really intense self-development camp where they can wake you up at any time of the day, high intensity workouts, and then basically therapy sessions with strangers because everybody all across that's come to do this, okay? And I was like, ooh. But the thing is that because I already know her little spiritual journey that she went on, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're really setting this girl up. So after that day, we go back into the hotel and I just have to tell her, like, I just have to tell my coworker, like, girl, if it was me, I would want somebody to tell me and I just wouldn't want anybody to kind of set me up like that. And so I was like, girl, I gotta tell you something. I'm new. Nobody's trying to start anything and stuff like that, but that was something that I did need to tell her. So I'm like, girl, they signed you up for camp. That news for her was a lot. She looked at me, her eyes got huge, and then she starts crying real hard. And I'm like, ooh, what did I do? You know, she's like, no, like, thank you so much for telling me. I'm so happy that you told me. After that, she kind of lets me have it, okay? She's telling me all the tea. Find out that I'm like the 12th new hire in less than like, what, a year and a half or whatever. I find out that other girl who was working there, which I met because I did the working interview, right? Quit without having another job because they manipulated her and abused her so bad that she would go home crying. My other coworker would go home crying too, and her boyfriend is just over it. Nobody's gonna be at a place where, you know what I mean, we're just crying and not happy at a job. Like, that's not what I, you know, intended for. After that, kind of just try to have a good time, coming up with this cute little plan to say there's as much as we can. She's gonna help me, blah blah blah, but we're also gonna be looking at for another job so that we can get out of this situation, because it's horrible. There was a philosophy night that we did there, which I went without my coworker just because, you know, I didn't want them to say anything. I'm new, so I'm gonna do it. And that night, you guys, I did not eat at all. I did not eat at all. And philosophy night was supposed to end at 9:00 p.m. It is pushing close to 9:30, and we're in a hotel, so all the restaurants and the bars, I don't know what time they close, but a lot of them are already closed. And the coworker was like, I'm gonna get us a table because I don't know if it's closed and I don't know what time, but I'm gonna go check. So in the meantime, I'm trying to leave. Now, I'm telling the doctor, the guy, hey, do you know what time the restaurants close and stuff? Because I haven't eaten all day and I don't want to just be stuck here and not eat, you know what I mean? He literally did not care. You guys, he did not care. He literally was like, I don't know what time it closed, but you know, it's not over. What? Mind you, he's this. Excuse me? Even one of the girls that I met there was like, dude, do you see the way how he like kind of ignored you when it came to like you basically saying that you haven't eaten anything? Like, he truly didn't care. I'm like, girl, yeah, I did see that. Like, that's crazy. Then his wife came and was like, oh, like, oh my God, like, you haven't eaten? Like, yeah, go. Like, it's fine. It was not my fault that it's been past 9:00. I should be able to leave at 9:00 because it was supposed to be over at 9:00. Everybody was drinking, drunk, and doing speeches, which I don't care about. I don't care. I don't care. Like, after that, I'm just like, okay, I know that this isn't going to go well. You know what I mean? Because you don't care about me. You don't care about me. I'm just gonna kind of leave it like there as far as the seminar. So seminar, my eyes opened even more. Seminar, I knew all the tea, and seminar, I saw for myself that he truly doesn't care. More other things happen, you guys, and I'm just kind of ready to go home. Monday comes and I do my Monday through Wednesday at my other job, telling everybody goodbye, all this other stuff. I really don't want to leave at this point, but I already put in my 2 weeks, so I have to. I even was trying to tell them like, oh, like if you like give me like even like this much more, like a little bit more, like, you know, I'll stay, da da da. They didn't want to do it. They didn't want to give me anything more. They didn't want to do this. They said, oh my God, I'm so so mad that you're leaving. I'm so sad that you're leaving, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like they really care, which they very much so could, very much so couldn't. I don't know. But they didn't want to give me even the slightest raise to keep me. So I left. So here comes Thursday, my first, tell me why. They told me and offered me $3 less than the minimum amount on the Indeed ad. Excuse me? No. That's not okay. That's absolutely unacceptable. So I negotiated a little bit more and I got $1 more. after we negotiated, he said, yeah, and after 3 months, I'll, you know, we can give you another raise, and then after 6 months, we'll give you another raise. So I'm like, okay, cool. You know, it's fine that I start at this point. I go there, you guys, and as he's going over some stuff, he has the nerve to say, yeah, and raises are actually earned, not given. So just because you've been there for a year, now he didn't even mention 3 to 6 months. He said, even if you've been here for a year or two, that doesn't mean that you just get a raise. It's actually, you know, you actually have to earn it. First of all, I'm not liking that. Because not only, it's not that I don't feel like I'm not going to be able to earn it. It's just the fact that you just said you was going to give me a raise after 30 days and then after 60 or 90 days. I don't remember. But now it's making it seem like just go ahead and tell somebody when they can or cannot get a raise. No me gusta. Then I'm looking at the workload. You guys, the office doesn't open until 3 p.m. They want me there at 11:30 p.m. Not only was I there at 11:30, but I'm opening the door. The door is open. The alarm goes off. But I didn't lock the door. So the door is unlocked. The alarm is going off. I'm in a predominantly white area, and the cops are going to be on their way. So I'm hurrying up. Texting like, oh my gosh, the alarm's going off, like I'm so sorry, da da da. First of all, why do you guys want me there at 11:30 if you're not even gonna get there at 11:30? Second of all, what kind of facility forgets to lock the door? Third of all, I know y'all ain't trying to set me up because y'all know I'm black and I'm the only black person in miles and miles from this town. And now a black girl is coming into town. Don't do me. I go in and the workload, you guys, is so much work. So much work. And I'm looking at my pay. And I'm looking at the way that he's already talking to my coworker. And I'm looking at all this stuff that they're trying to implement on a day-to-day on top of me trying to learn. They don't put me on online onboarding where I'm learning everything digitally first. Click, click, click. Okay, do you get this? Are you understanding this? Do you get this? No. And honestly, I checked out this morning when you said that raises are earned, not given. I checked out when I opened up your facility and it was unlocked that whole night to the morning. I checked out when I seen the workload. I checked out after doing role play every single day, meetings every single day. And on top of that, I was just tired of looking at them. There's my coworker, I mean, she's gorgeous, you know what I mean? But I was just tired of looking at them. I know this is a lot. Mind you, here's another kicker. I did not get off until about 7:10. 11:30 is when I got there. I did not leave until 7:10. The facility was only open that day from 3 to 6:30. So I was there for about 7.5 hours. No lunch. No break. No nothing. I'm starving. I didn't get a chance to eat before I went in, so I'm just thinking, okay, I can get, y'all, I did not eat until I got home. It wasn't like a huge problem, but like, you can't even be on your phone. And I don't mean like be on your phone like, you know what I mean, like we're at work, we don't need to be on our phone, but the phone can't even be on the desk. Like my coworker was like, oh, I have to hurry up and send a text. She was ducking underneath the table saying, oh, there's cameras right here, so I have to, huh? Now nobody's just gonna be on the phone while patients is walking in. I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna be doing that. But you're sitting here telling me that I can't even check my phone for the time, see who texts, see if it's anybody important. No, I'm not doing that. On top of that, imagine you working at the hospital and them telling you what you can and cannot eat on your lunch. Lunches, you don't get paid for, honey. You gotta clock out for lunch. So you're sitting here, they're telling me that I need to live what they call the 5 essentials, which is basically eating healthy and stuff, which I love. But you're sitting here paying me $2 less now than the very bare minimum. And plus, let's not get it twisted, they wanted me to do branding and marketing because they see my YouTube and my Instagram. They want me to not only do front office but get trained in every single different department. They want me to learn so much, and you're gonna downplay me. And the kicker is what I found out is that they made a way to get the previous girl either fired or quit, and pretty much drive her crazy until she did quit, because she was asking for a raise because it's too damn expensive to live out there, and I'm worth less, and I was asking for less, which I didn't ask for less. I asked for in between, you know, what that the minimum, you know, thing was. I'm like, okay, marketing, branding, okay, let me add a few dollars to this. Y'all want me to do more? You guys, after that first day, I knew that I couldn't do it. The girl, I almost said her name. The girl, the previous coworker that quit, she had came in to you know, turn in her work uniform and stuff like that. And I was talking to her for a little bit, and you know, everything it did not feel right. It didn't feel right. It felt horrible. And I just couldn't do it. I could not do it. I was already seeing myself super duper unhappy. Like, it's like, how am I already unhappy? I let them know that I actually won't be back. I actually won't be back. I won't be coming back. I tried to talk to my other job to see if I can get my other job back. A lot of people are out, and basically my boss was like, there's no promises, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, cool, I get it, I understand. And it's not like that I was like super happy at my other job. I actually wasn't happy at all. I felt like, I was getting, taken advantage of as well, and just, they didn't really care about me as well. But when I realized of how, like, this company and how bad they treat their people, I was like, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? I'm saying all of this to say, after one day, I quit. I have no job. It's not funny. It's truly not funny. It's not funny at all. But I have no job. I couldn't do it, and I'm not gonna do it. I'm always gonna choose happiness. And the reason is if anybody knows me, they know that I will not quit a job without having another job lined up. Trust me. I was doing front as a medical assistant back in the day. I was doing front office, back office, and dressing down head to toe, doing COVID tests outside for a whopping $13 an hour. I hated it. It was horrible. I did not leave until I had another job lined up. It wasn't very long, but I did it. But this job and in this age and in this time, happiness is the most important. I don't even want to do this. I'm literally just having jobs as placement holders, as financial banks to give me my money so that I can put it in what I want to do, which is social media, branding, marketing, digital branding and marketing and stuff. Just having my own business for myself. I'm not going to get depressed because of you. You're not going to intimidate me. You're not going to use me. You're not going to take advantage of me, my time. 7.5 hours, no lunch, no break, and you kept on harassing me every single minute of the minute, asking me if I get it. No, My camera is about to die, you guys. I might have to switch out the battery. It was just too much. Happiness is key. Okay? Please, please, please remember that. Happiness is key. You cannot do something that you are unhappy with and just be like, it's okay, I'm just gonna get the money real fast, blah, 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 because I tried it. I tried it. And for somebody who can slip into a depression real fast like me, or just realize that none of this is worth it, and I definitely don't want to be working for the man, I just don't.
Don't at me. I've been working all day. I like to run the streets till it's dark out and come home, blow your back out. I hope that's okay. I can't leave you alone. No 24 hours.
I'm putting myself out there. I'm being vulnerable. I'm doing all of that just because I want somebody to look at me and be like, I remember when Zoe, you know, quit her job to get this better job, then she finds out that it wasn't a better job, and then she quits that, so now she's jobless, and now she's just hustling and trusting the Lord and da-da-da, and now look at her, she's this. That's my story, you know, and I know that it's going to be, and I'm just wanting evidence of it. If you guys have any similar stories, if you guys have a crazy story, I want to know. Tell me down below. If you guys, if this resonates or this touched anybody, please, please, please leave a comment. Leave a comment. Like, I need all the encouragement. I need all the friends. I need it all. I have no friends. Like, truly and honestly, I've been to myself because I just feel like this is a season for me to be, you know, isolated in the environment that I'm in. I love social media friends, okay? They actually treat you way better than any of your friends in person, except one. So don't, please, I don't want to hear it. God has never failed me yet. I've always been okay, even the times where I just felt like I would never be okay, I always have been. I will come back with a finished look. All right, y'all, so this is the finished look. It's pretty much an everyday makeup look. Yeah, I absolutely love it. I actually just did a wash and go my hair. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, please follow me. What are you guys doing? Like, what are you doing? Your girl is being a little bit more consistent, and I don't want you guys to miss out on anything, okay? If you guys want more story times, I got a few. Your girl's been through some stuff, okay? So please let me know if you guys want more. If you guys like today's video, please, please, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on your post notification bell so that you know every time that your girl posts, okay? Simple. All right, you guys, I am so happy and so blessed that you guys are here. Thank you for watching today's video, and I will see you next week in the next video. Bye.